In Grandmother's hut. The sled stopped in front of Peter's hut, and Grandfather said,
"When it gets dark, come straight home."
Then he turned homewards. Heidi opened the door. A bent old woman was sitting in a corner. Heidi ran up to her and said,
"Hello, Grandmother. I hope I haven't kept you waiting too long."
Lifting her head, the grandmother reached for Heidi's hand.
"Is your name Heidi?"
she asked.
"Yes,"
Heidi replied.
"Grandfather just brought me down in the sled."
"Brigida, tell me what she looks like,"
said the grandmother. While the women were talking, Heidi looked around. Then she said,
"Grandmother, look at that shutter hanging loose. It'll break the window pane."
"I can hear it, but I cannot see it, child,"
said the grandmother.
"This cottage rattles and creaks and the wind comes in through every chink. Some day the whole house will fall to pieces. If only Peter knew how to mend it."
"Why can't you see the shutter?"
asked Heidi.
"I cannot see anything,"
said the old woman.
"Can you see when I open the shutter to let in the light?"
"No, not even then."
"But you can see when you go out into the snow, where everything is bright. Come with me, Grandmother. I'll show you."
Heidi pulled the old woman by the hand. She was frightened and anxious.
"Just let me stay here, child. Everything is dark for me, and my poor eyes can neither see the snow nor the light."
Heidi burst out crying now.
"Can nobody make it light for you?"
The grandmother said.
"Heidi, let me tell you something. People who cannot see love to listen to friendly words. Sit down beside me and tell me about your grandfather. I used to know him very well."
Heidi suddenly wiped away her tears, for she had a cheering thought.
"Grandmother, I shall tell Grandfather, and I'm sure he can mend your little house and stop the rattling."
Suddenly the door banged and Peter walked in.
"Is it really time for him to come home?"
exclaimed Peter's grandmother. Peter's mother Brigida got up now, saying,
"I must make a fire. It's getting dark."
When Heidi heard those words, she said,
"Good night, I have to go."
Grandmother called out,
"Wait, child. Don't go alone. Go with her, Peter."
But Heidi had already escaped through the door. She ran so fast that Peter could hardly follow her. The children had gone a short distance when they saw the old man coming.
"I'm glad you kept your word, Heidi,"
Grandfather said. He wrapped her up warmly and started up the hill, carrying the child in his arms. As soon as they were inside the hut, Heidi began.
"Grandfather, we must take some nails and a hammer down tomorrow. Everything rattles in her house."
"Is that so? Who says we must?"
"Nobody told me, but I know."
Heidi replied.
"Everything is loose in the house, and poor Grandmother is afraid that the house will fall down. Oh, please, Grandfather, do something to help her. I know you can."
Heidi clung to her grandfather and looked up at him with trusting eyes. At last he said, glancing down,
"All right, child. We'll see that it won't rattle any more. We can do it tomorrow."
Heidi was so overjoyed that she danced around the room shouting,
"We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow."
The grandfather took Heidi down the following day. After Heidi had disappeared inside, he walked around the house inspecting it. Heidi sat on a low stool at the old woman's feet and chatted with the grandmother. Suddenly, violent blows were heard outside. the grandmother screamed.
Grandmother, don't be frightened.
Said Heidi.
Grandfather is just fixing everything for you.
Is it possible? Brigida, do you hear that?
Brigida went outside. She found the old man putting a new beam along the wall.
We are very obliged to you. How can we thank you?
She asked.
That will do.
He interrupted.
Go in, for I can find what needs mending myself.
All afternoon, the grandfather hammered around. He even climbed up on the roof. He stopped only when the last nail was gone from his pocket. And so the winter passed. Sunshine had come again into the blind woman's life. Every morning she would wait for Heidi's footsteps. And when the child ran in, she exclaimed joyfully,
Thank God, she has come again.
Heidi also became very fond of her. The grandfather soon mended the cottage. The grandmother declared that no rattling could be heard any more, and that, thanks to the grandfather's kindness, she slept better that winter than she had done for many years.